It's just finished. England have beaten.
Thank God for that.
I know, how brilliant. What a brilliant start to this. We were fantastic. In the first half, I thought that we were so good. It was like we could have been 2-0 up after about 4 minutes.
Yeah, we should have been. We should have been. We missed so many chances first half, and like you say, we should have been a couple of goals up, and it was a travesty that we went in half-time level.
I know.
An absolute travesty. And that wasn't a penalty either. It wasn't a penalty.
No, it wasn't a penalty. That was a ridiculous decision. But we made hard work of it because we were terrible in the second half, weren't we? Really poor performance.
You know what you got to do when you go into half-time in that situation where you've been really unlucky to go level. You've got to get the initiative back. You've got to set the tempo. And England completely failed to do that, which was really, really disappointing. I mean, we were all here with our head in our hands watching that second half. Fortunately, they found the cojones to score the last goal. But for a long time, it looked like it was going to be one of those classic England performances where we're playing against a team vastly inferior to our talent, and they would have got a result. But thank God we scored that last goal.
Yeah, and it was that man Harry Kane again.
Yeah,
he's so good, isn't he?
Yeah, who's he play for again? I can't remember.
Doesn't matter. Plays for England.
Yeah, exactly. That's quite right. Now, I was a little bit disappointed in the second half in terms of the substitutions. I thought he should have brought Vardy on a lot earlier. I think some of the way the game played out will give Southgate something to think about for the next game. I don't think we should have Ashley Young left back again. I think you need a left foot player in the team. I think it was so obvious that Tunisia was squeezing him out wide and squeezing him onto his left foot, which he can't cross him because he's right footed. And so I think Danny Rose should play there. I think that I'm not a big fan of Carl Walker playing centre half. I think he should be playing right back, which is where he plays for Man City. I generally say where Pep Guardiola wants a player to play would be his best position. But you know, overall, it was actually, especially first half, was a very good performance. And
room for optimism.
It's coming home.
Oh, mate. So the group's now set, as you know. The group's now set, and how do you think that's going to now work out?
Well, look, I mean,
you've got England and Belgium at the top two in the group.
If we're honest, nothing's really changed. I mean, you could, as soon as the draw was made, you could have said that England and Belgium, that game in the third game is going to be crucial. We've just got to make sure we don't do anything stupid against Panama. I'm sure Belgium will beat Tunisia, and then you know it comes down to that game, doesn't it?
We'll see how we do. And then we'll be playing, it'll probably be Colombia or Poland or someone like that.
And that's when it really kicks off. We just got to make sure we do a professional job in the group. I do think we can beat Belgium. I don't think they were impressive in the first half today against Panama. I think if we play to our best, which, you know, it did look like we were doing for periods of that game, and we will grow into this tournament, and that's what happens with good teams.
Sure.
I do think that, you know, we can beat Belgium.
Harry Kane knocking it in. What a moment. Over the moon with that. Guys, really hope you enjoyed this video.
Really well when he came on, didn't he?
Loftus-Cheek looked fantastic, actually. Yeah, really looked good. And I'm optimistic already. Looking forward to the game against Panama on Sunday.
Come on, England.
Come on, England.